Father, you?
Who's there?
Scheherazade, hands on our side.
Precious daughters, I cannot talk to you now.
Why, Father? What is the matter? Let us help you.
My dear daughters, why are you up before the sun?
We can't sleep. Every morning at this time, we are awakened by your crying.
I hoped you did not hear me.
What causes your tears?
I cannot tell you.
But if we know the cause, perhaps we can stop it.
No one can stop it. It is the Sultan's law. He is a cruel man.
Father, you must not say that here.
I will be punished if anyone hears me. Yet, I speak the truth. It is the Sultan who sends me to the ground. Weepings you have found me now.
Why?
Because many months ago, his wife angered him.
What did she do?
She ran away. And ever since, the Sultan has sought revenge.
How?
You were too young to know.
But if we do, we can prevent it.
That is unlikely, my child. Nothing can be done.
I will think of something. Tell us, Father.
You will find out in any case. It is better you hear the words from me. When the Sultan's wife ran away, he became a madman. He decided that no wife would ever cause him pain again.
How can he be certain?
He marries a new wife every day.
And every morning?
She's gone, disappeared. No one ever sees her again.
Oh no, the poor creatures. Has he spared no one?
There will be no end until he has married and murdered every maiden in his kingdom.
Father, how does he select his wives?
Each morning, one is brought to him here, and they are married.
Who brings them?
It is my horrible duty.
Father, this morning, you shall bring me.
What?
I shall marry the Sultan today.
Scheherazade, you do not realize what you say.
Yes, I do. Someone must stop him.
But not you, my daughter.
I must try, Father. Otherwise, we will all disappear, one by one.
Father, don't let her do it. Please, don't let her do this.
Stop crying, sister. I need your help. You must be calm.
What can I do?
After we are married, you must come to the Sultan and ask one favor.
I shall be too terrified to speak.
You must find your voice if we are to stop the Sultan's madness.
What should I request?
Only this. Say that it has long been my custom to tell you a story every day, and ask permission for one more story. If he grants your wish, I will do the rest.
But suppose he says no?
We must risk that.
I hear voices. The Sultan approaches with his court.
Remember, sister, be calm.
Scheherazade, wait one more day, please.
No. Each day, he will take one more life. Here he comes. Father, sister, I depend on you.
May Allah bless you, Scheherazade. Your Majesty, may I speak?
How dare you disturb my melancholy?
If your Highness could spare but a few moments of happiness, perhaps you could restore us to our people.
Only one thing makes me happy.
Surely you will stop this treachery.
No!
Surely you will spare our maidens.
Never!
You must, your Highness, you must.
Vizier, your begging is useless.
Once, this was a happy country, and you were loved by everyone.
Everyone except my wife. You forget that, but I do not. Who is this?
My name is Scheherazade. I am your wife for today.
Scheherazade. Vizier, is this not your daughter?
Yes, sire.
Why have you chosen her? Speak, or I will have you whipped.
Because I have asked to be your wife, sire.
What? Can it be?
Such a pity.
How sad.
Do you know what fate awaits you in the morning?
I know.
And still, you wish to marry?
I can think of no greater honor than to be your wife, even for so short a time.
Then, she is my wife. Scheherazade, come here. Take your place beside me.
Thank you, sire, for your kindness.
I am not kind.
This is the happiest day of my life.
It is also the last day of your life.
Oh no, I cannot bear it.
Quiet, Vizier. Scheherazade is happy for the moment.
Yes, sire, and I hope to make you happy too.
You will. Tomorrow.
But now as well, sire, I would like you to meet my sister. This is Dinarzade.
Your Majesty, I am pleased to greet you.
Speak up, sister, so my husband can hear you.
Yes, Your Majesty, I will. Sire, will you grant me a request?
No.
It is no problem, I assure you.
Husband, please listen to her.
What is it?
It has long been the custom of my sister to tell me a story every day. Will you grant her permission to tell me one last story, please?
A silly request.
It would mean much to me, Your Majesty.
I have not heard a story since I was a child.
Scheherazade makes up wonderful stories.
I suppose we could hear one story.
Thank you, sire. I am forever grateful.
Scheherazade, before you begin, let me warn you that if I do not like your story, I shall stop.
I will do my best to please you.
Very well, Scheherazade, tell your story.
Yes, sire. Thank you for granting my sister's wish. This story concerns not two sisters, as you see here, but three. It is called The Story of the Speaking Bird. There once was a sultan, not unlike yourself, a great sultan of Persia, who, as he was walking one day with his grand vizier, a man not unlike my father, stopped outside a house where three sisters resided. There, he overheard a most interesting conversation. The sisters were not aware that the mighty sultan and his vizier were so close.
Suppose a magic genie appeared before us. For what would you wish? I cannot play such a selfish game.
I know what I would ask for. I would like to become the wife of the Sultan's cook.
The Sultan's cook? You don't even know him.
That makes no difference. I would like to be his wife, for then I would never go hungry. I would see that he always saves some food for me.
I see. And eldest sister, what is your wish? I would like to become the wife of the Sultan's baker, but I would have all the bread I wanted.
Very good thinking. We have both taken very good care of ourselves. Youngest sister, what is your wish?
My wish? I really hadn't thought, but I think I would like to become the wife of the Sultan.
The wife of the Sultan's what?
The Sultan himself.
Whatever for?
So that I might be a good queen. Make him happy, and in turn, make the country happy.
Being queen is hard work.
I am certain of that, but it would be an honor just the same.
I wouldn't like it. I am certain.
Nor would I.
Well, it is only a game. What difference does it make? We will never see the Sultan except when he passes in the street.
That is exactly right.
Who's there?
The Sultan, passing in the street.
What?
Grand Vizier, tell them who I am.
This is your sovereign, the Sultan of Persia.
Forgive us, Your Majesty.
But what are you doing here?
Every week I go along the streets and listen to the citizens in order to learn what they think.
You have been listening to us?
Indeed I have, and like your magic genie, I intend to grant your wishes. It so happens that I have a cook in need of a wife. You shall be married tomorrow.
Oh, thank you. I'll eat and eat and eat.
It also happens that I have a cook in need, a baker in need of a wife. You shall be married tomorrow.
Oh, thank you. I will eat and eat and eat.
And, lovely lady, it so happens that I am in need of a wife and queen. We shall be married tomorrow.
Oh, thank you. To make you happy, I will work and work and work.
And so it happened that they were married the next day. And for many months, the two older sisters were happy, eating and eating and eating. But then, all was not so pleasant.
I am tired of bread. I'm tired of leftovers.
I wish I wished for a rich husband. I wish I'd wished for a powerful one. I wish I wished for the Sultan.
How did he know he was listening that day?
It's not fair that she should get a kingdom and you a crust of bread.
Or you a pot of stew?
It's not fair that we should be the nursemaids for a child.
I have a plan.
Tell me.
We shall put the newborn baby into this basket. Let it float away along the stream.
What is your purpose?
You will see.
I have come to see my child.
What child, sire?
We have no child here.
You said they were caring for the baby in the garden.
That was their instructions. I gave them the baby myself, in a basket. There was no baby in the basket.
Just bread. Very old bread.
Wife, explain this.
I cannot. I put the baby in the basket. I did.
She lies. She has lost her baby and she blames us.
We are innocent, Your Majesty.
This is strange indeed and causes me concern. I must try to overcome my anger.
And I must try to overcome mine. Now, the basket floated down the stream and into a canal where it traveled a far distance when the wife of the gardener noticed it in the water.
And what have we here? A beautiful baby. Oh, I have always dreamed of such a child. I am blessed.
And the good woman took the child home to show her husband. And then several years passed.
The basket contained some leftovers, nothing more.
A few scraps from the royal table, which we devoured.
Oh, husband, believe me, please, the baby was in the basket.
She lies.
How can you hurt me so deeply? I am overcome with sadness.
And so am I.
Forgive me, but I am overcome with happiness.
And so am I.
And what treasure does this basket hold? Another beautiful baby. I am twice blessed. Husband, look what I have found.
And then several more years went by. This will be more than the Sultan can bear. Just watch.
I have come to see my child.
No child here, sire.
The queen gave us an empty basket.
Oh no, this cannot happen a third time.
Never again, for I will stop it now.
Dear husband, please believe me. I have not lost our children as you think.
You have lost my love, and you will be punished.
I am innocent.
I want revenge.
No, Your Majesty, do not do this.
I can do anything I
You
like.
cannot punish the queen until you prove her guilty.
She has lost all of our children.
Still, you have no right to kill her.
Well, what would you do? Build a small pavilion in the public square where the world can scorn the mother who does not love her children.
I do love my children, even long after they have been taken from me.
Imprison her! I will not look upon her again! Come with me, child.
I must make him understand that I am innocent.
Better not to talk to him when he is in a rage.
Even though I may die of grief, I hope he lives to learn the truth. A beautiful little girl. I am thrice blessed indeed.
And the years went by, one after another, and the Sultan's wife grew weaker and weaker in her small pavilion, and the Sultan grew less and less kind. But the children were happy and strong, for they were well cared for by the gardener and his wife. When these dear foster parents died, they left the three children their house and possessions. Here, Prince Perviz and Prince Bahman, along with their sister, Princess Parizade, lived in contentment. However, this was soon to change.
Why do you stop, Scheherazade? We're listening.
Thank you, my lord. I am pleased.
Is the court enjoying this story?
Yes, Your Majesty.
Indeed, we are. It is mysterious and wonderful.
There you see, Scheherazade. Tell us what happens to the princess and her two brothers. I'm eager to know.
I will tell you. Tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
Tomorrow, my husband, you will hear more of the story of the speaking bird.
The speaking bird? When does this speaking bird appear in your story?
Tomorrow.
Scheherazade, stop! Do you realize that I can kill you if you do not finish your story?
Do you, sire, realize that if you kill me, I could not finish my story, and you will never know the rest?
Members of the court, there is only one thing to do. Wait for tomorrow. When the story started, it seemed to be about 3 sisters. Now it seems to be about 3 children. I am puzzled.
Here is Scheherazade to put you at ease.
We are waiting.
I did not mean to keep you, good husband.
I am not a good husband. Never call me that again.
Sire, we will go on with the story.
I order you to begin.
One day, Prince Perviz and Prince Bahman went off into the forest hunting, and here Princess Parizade remained at home alone. But even before she could go inside, she saw the figure of a stranger. She was quite frightened.
Who are you? An old hat.
What do you want?
To see you and your house. Now that you have, what are your impressions? Your happiness would be complete if you had 3 things.
My happiness is already complete caring for my brothers, but tell me, what 3 things?
The first is a marvelous speaking bird, so extraordinary that birds from everywhere come to hear it.
It sounds lovely indeed. And what else?
A singing tree, every leaf of which is a mouth that together makes a great concert of voices.
It sounds lovely indeed. And what else?
Oh, and a fountain that never overflows and never stops.
A fountain would be beautiful, especially a magic one such as you describe. How are you selling these 3 things?
They are not for sale. You may have them if you can find them.
Do you know where they are?
Travel 20 days down this road, then ask the first person you meet where the bird, the tree, and the fountain are to be found. I cannot tell you more. Goodbye, my child.
The princess was so excited by the message of the old woman that she could scarcely wait to tell her brothers. They too wanted the 3 gifts that awaited them somewhere.
I will find these wonders and bring them to you. Be careful, brother. This road leads to strange places. I am brave.
Wait, brother. Suppose it is a trick.
What do you mean?
Suppose the old lady made up the story of the bird, the tree, and the fountain.
Perhaps she did. I must find out.
No, do not go, brother. Suddenly I fear it is dangerous.
I must.
I do not want the 3 gifts.
You will when I return in 40 days. Here, take this dagger. If it shall turn blood red, you shall know that I will not return.
I wish I had not told you about the old lady.
Never mind. I am determined.
And off he went, and after 20 days, he met another old woman who was sitting by the road.
Good day, young man.
Good day. You are the first person I've met. You must have the source of the information I seek.
What is it you wish to know?
The speaking bird, the singing tree, and the fountain.
I'm very sorry to hear that.
Why?
Because you are a nice young man, and I liked you the minute I saw you.
Will you show me the way from here?
I can tell you as I've told the others before you. They all come to me as you are now, brave and ambitious. None return.
I don't understand.
Do you understand when I say go home?
Not without the 3 gifts.
Very well. Walk along this road until you pass the large stones, which will call out and try to distract you. Do not listen to them or turn your back, but go straight ahead, no matter what happens. If you do, you will be safe. If you do not, you will become a stone.
Will I see the gifts?
You are too eager, my son. Pass the large stones, and you will see the great bird. She will direct you to the tree and the fountain.
Thank you for your help.
I can help you by urging you to return to your home. Do not enter the valley of the stones.
I am determined. Here are the valley of the stones, which the old woman said will cry out and shout at me. I must not look at them.
How brave he is. How foolish he is.
Look at me, over here. He's too smart for that trick.
But he will look at the beautiful bird. See, here it is. Just like us, he had to look.
What has happened?
You have turned to stone. That is all.
Oh, I cannot move. Oh, dear sister, I tried to please you.
Even though she was miles away, the princess knew at that very moment that she must look at the dagger.
Our brother will not return, and it is my fault.
Do not punish yourself, sister. He wanted the 3 gifts as much as we did, and we will have them.
No, no, no!
I will travel the 40 days and get these gifts.
You can't risk your life.
Take these beads. If they dissolve to leave only the thread, you will know I will not return.
And after 20 days of travel, the prince met the same old woman. He asked her the same questions as his brother had, and she gave him the same answers and the same warning.
Go home.
No, I must find the speaking bird.
Very well. Headstrong youth, try, but remember what I've told you.
Thank you, kind lady.
And the prince cautiously entered the Valley of the Stones.
The old lady said the stones would shout at me and try to distract me. I must turn my head so I do not look.
Foolish prince, come to see your brother, have you?
If you think I will turn around, you are foolish.
Turn back, brother. They will trick you.
No, I must find the bird.
For the sake of our sister, return.
No, no, no.
Then turn around.
No, no, no.
Yes, yes, yes.
Oh, sister, I tried to please you.
They were here a moment ago. Now only the thread. My brother is lost, and it is my fault.
And the princess cried and cried until suddenly she stopped.
No, I will not waste my time crying. I will travel 20 days and find my brothers.
And like her brothers, the princess traveled until she reached the old woman who advised her as she had the others.
Go home.
If I pay no attention to the voices and do not look back, I will reach the bird.
You are correct. Otherwise, you will become a stone.
But I must think of a way to get through the Valley of the Stones.
No one ever has.
But I have an idea. Thank you for your advice, old lady.
And the princess entered the Valley of the Stones in search of her brothers.
I will stop my ears with cotton so I cannot hear the voices. And I will wear a blindfold.
She has come to see the bird. Foolish girl.
She is going to come a stone, foolish girl.
How ugly you are.
How foolish you are.
Foolish and ugly. Foolish and ugly.
She doesn't seem to mind our insults.
She doesn't seem to hear our insults.
I wonder if they're talking to me.
Of course we're talking to you, stupid princess.
She has outwitted you.
She has passed all the stones.
Now I will remove the blindfold and the cotton. But where is the bird?
Here I am, just as the old woman promised.
You are more wonderful than I ever dreamed.
Thank you. And you are braver and wiser than any who have passed through here. I am your servant.
What do you mean?
I have waited many years for a master to serve, but none were wise enough to win me. Now, I belong to you.
I am honored.
What may I do for you?
The old lady said you would lead me to the tree in the fountain. Is that correct?
Entirely. One leaf from this branch, planted in your garden, will grow into a great singing tree. And one drop from this cup will make a fountain of never-ending water.
Thank you, Great Bird.
Is there anything else?
Yes, you have been very generous, but not generous enough. When my brothers passed before me, they were turned to stone.
They were not so clever as you.
Surely you, with your magic powers, know of some way to break the enchantment that holds them there.
You ask a great deal.
I will sacrifice everything if you grant this one request.
It means that much to you.
Here, take these back.
That will not be necessary. You may keep them, and I will restore your brothers to you.
Thank you, kind bird.
One drop of water will change the stones into men. Try it and see.
Thank you, Princess.
Thank you, Princess.
Thank you.
Thank you, Princess. Dear sister.
Dear sister.
I am overjoyed to see you. Thank the great speaking bird.
Great speaking bird, thank you.
Now we must go home.
And as they walked home, they realized that they were being followed.
Brothers, look.
It is the most beautiful sight I have ever seen.
They are coming towards us.
From every direction.
The birds of the world.
They will live in your garden and sing to you whenever you like.
They are beautiful indeed.
And it was a sight of great beauty.
Indeed it is, Scheherazade. You fill our eyes with wonder.
Thank you, sire.
This is a perfect ending for your story.
But, sire, this is not the end.
You mean,
There is more.
what else can happen?
You will find out. Tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
Tomorrow, good husband.
Very well, it is tomorrow. Continue.
Gladly, sire. When they reached their home, they planted the leaf according to the instructions of the bird, and a great singing tree soon appeared. If you listen carefully, you can still hear it humming. And where the princess splashed a drop of water in a marble basin, a fountain appeared of gold and silver. Neither the brothers nor their sister had ever seen such a miracle.
Our garden is lovely, is it not, brothers?
The most beautiful in the country, surely.
The most beautiful in the world, surely.
Oh, sweet bird, we are grateful. Thank you.
And thank you for caring for my friends here.
It is a pleasure.
Now, with such wonders as the fountain, the tree, and the birds, it was little wonder that word traveled far and wide about this garden.
What is this?
It appears to be very important.
A royal order.
From the Sultan.
The Sultan?
He has heard so much of our garden that he wonders if we can receive him tomorrow.
Can this happen to us?
It is a great honor.
We
but
cannot refuse the Sultan.
How can we, the children of a poor gardener, find out what pleases the Sultan?
By asking me,
Do you know what to serve him?
I will tell you, but first you must promise to obey me.
We promise.
A dish of cucumbers stuffed with pearls.
Cucumber stuffed with pearls?
That sounds dreadful.
Besides, we have no pearls.
You can find all that you need buried at the foot of the singing tree.
Look, they're here.
Now take them and serve them to the Sultan, as you promised.
We trust your judgment in all things, Great Bird.
And they hurried off to stuff the cucumbers. The next day, the Sultan himself came to visit. He had grown old, of course, but ever since the loss of his children, had been a very sad man.
There's no mistake, sire. This garden is as wonderful as we have heard.
I cannot believe my eyes.
Why doesn't the Sultan have a garden like this?
How can poor people have a garden better than ours?
Ladies, stop your arguing and enjoy the beauty.
Where are our hosts? They are coming, Your Majesty.
What? Who said that?
I did, Your Majesty. Here I am.
I cannot believe my ears.
It is an honor to welcome you here. I am the Sultan of the Birds.
I didn't know they had one. I am pleased to meet you. I wish my kingdom was as happy as yours appears to be.
Well, we are well cared for by the 2 young men and the girl who reside here.
I'd like to meet them.
They are preparing a special dish in honor of your visit.
How thoughtful.
Why don't you seize this garden and move it to your palace?
Obviously, it belongs here.
It is too good for poor country folk.
Obviously, they deserve these riches.
So do we.
Welcome, great Sultan.
Love you.
Are they not splendid young people?
Forgive me, Your Majesty. I cannot help but think, had your own children survived, they would look something like these three. So happy, friendly, and cheerful.
The same thought passed my mind.
We have prepared a special dish for you.
Stuffed cucumbers. How thoughtful.
Please take one.
What stuffing is this?
Why, pearls, of course.
Pearls?
Isn't that the way you like them?
I don't eat pearls.
I'm sorry, we were told you did.
How foolish you are.
I am surprised.
How can you be surprised, Sultan, at cucumbers stuffed with pearls when you believed the stories that the baskets contained only bread and food?
That is what I was told.
By who? Not by your wife.
No, but by the sisters you see before you.
Look at them, sire. You were never surprised by their stories. If you had but doubted them, you would have seen that they envied their sister, the good sultana, and sought to disgrace her.
How do you answer this charge?
I was not content being the wife of a baker.
And I was not content being the wife of a cook.
And because of your envy, I have punished my wife.
We have her riches.
We have her power.
And now you will have her prison. Vizier, take them away and bring me my dear wife. Great bird, now that I see how foolish I was, can you tell me where my children are?
Well, after the sisters sent the infants downstream, each was rescued by the wife of the gardener. Here they prosper, and here they stand before you now.
What do you mean?
Princess, meet your father.
Father!
Prince Perviz is here.
Father!
And this is Prince Baman.
Father!
And here is the queen.
See, sire, we were right when we noticed how much these three resemble your own children.
Dear wife, I know you cannot forgive me for the injustice I have caused you, but I will try to restore our happiness.
You have suffered too.
But now our family is restored. Meet your children.
And there was great rejoicing, not only in the garden, but throughout the city and the entire kingdom. Crowds came from far and near to see the royal family who passed in the streets. And everywhere they went, the birds followed them, filling the skies and trees. And that, sire, is the story of the speaking bird.
It is a story full of meaning. As you see, the court enjoyed it.
And you, sire?
I would like it better if it did not have a happy ending.
I cannot change the story to please you.
I do not ask that.
I hope that you understand the message of the story, sire.
Of course I do. How dare you?
I am pleased to hear it, my liege.
What does it have to do with me?
Nothing. Or everything.
What do you mean?
Nothing. Or everything. Is something the matter, sire? You were silent.
I'm thinking, if you don't mind.
I'm glad to hear it.
What is the point of your story, Scheherazade?
Well, it is evident, your majesty. Are you not the sultan in the story? Yes, and we all live in such fear that happiness is unknown here.
Who in the story are you, Scheherazade?
Perhaps I am the speaking bird.
Sire, with all respect, she tells the truth.
Scheherazade, you have tricked me. The spell of your story slaps me across my face.
I'm sorry, sire.
You are not. Your purpose was to open my eyes.
I told a simple tale for my sister.
It was for me. I understand the message of your speaking bird.
A fairy tale, sire.
It makes me see my wretchedness. I tried to make everyone else as unhappy as I.
Your own story, sire, is the most fascinating of all.
How can that be?
Because it has not ended. You tell it as you live it, any way you like.
Then my story will have a happy ending.
But you said you didn't like that kind.
Scheherazade, you have changed me. I can no longer rule by fear. I will restore happiness to this kingdom.
Thank you, sire.
And how would your story end, Scheherazade? Happy or sad?
No one knows, sire.
I do. I have the power to make it end as I wish. And I wish to keep you as my wife and tell me story after story.
Happily I will, great Sultan. You have heard one story, but I have thousands more to tell. Stories of every kind. Fairy tales, fables, farces, fantasies.
May each one enrich my life and kingdom as you have today.
Sister, you have saved us.
You did well, daughter. And what else does the great storyteller have to say?
Only this. When our story has ended, let it be said that we all lived happily ever after.